In this video, we're going to look together at the Discover mode and therefore articles for Discover. Here you'll be in Discover mode. You can choose to write a single article by entering your topic here, or several articles by listing them one per line. You can even import a CSV or Excel file to launch multiple articles at the same time. As for me, I want to create just one, so I'll enter my topic. I'll show you that in a moment because I've already started something. To save time, I chose green manure, the number one asset for gardening. I'm targeting the French language in France, depending on the country. Let's imagine I'm talking about a topic that might vary depending on the location. For example, I could write an article in French aimed at Belgium, and maybe green manure in Belgium isn't the same as in France. In my case, it's for France. I choose my persona and set the length to automatic. The project I want to work on, I can, if I want, add a source right here just after. Well, here you can put anything, it will fetch the information from here, but in this case, it doesn't really make sense. But you get the idea. You can restrict the source if you want it to only use information from this URL, or you can remove it. So it will take information from this URL, but also from information found on Google by Wisewand. You can keep the title. If you want, it will keep exactly this title. Or you can uncheck it and it will use this title, but it might turn it into something a bit different. Next, I created the brief automatically. So automatic filling, it gives me all of this. What is it for? Quite simply, it allows you, if you want, to see what Wisewand is going to write about and make changes. You can also add additional information here. So if there's really something you want to say, you put it here, you'll add it. The information regarding nettles. And that way, it will definitely talk about nettles if it hadn't planned to do so naturally. You can also add invited information. Here, I could have put especially do not talk about nettles if I didn't want it to talk to me about nettles. You are free to put whatever you want. This is the brief you create with automatic filling. If you don't do this automatic filling beforehand, Wisewand will do it on its own when you launch it. If you need to move quickly, you can skip these steps if you don't necessarily want to review this and let Wisewand be completely free. Next, the outline is also automatically filled in, which allows me to take a look at what it will talk about. I can add, if I want, an H2, an H3, move it around however I want in the structure. Personally, I leave everything on automatic. Just like I mentioned earlier, if you don't do the automatic filling, don't worry. Wisewand does it all by itself when it writes. Here, the goal is simply to be able to see in advance what it's going to do, so I can add information if I want to. But to move quickly, you don't need this. For the options, I've checked almost everything. It's just to show you. Cover images, illustrations, interactive widgets, videos, YouTube, schema.org, a bit of everything really. It's useful for you. It's just to show you the results. Of course, you're not required to include all of this. As for publishing, I didn't check it to be automatic, but let's say I had my site and wanted to publish on the Wizards in the news section, I could have done it as a direct publication scheduled or as a draft. Without the image options, the article costs us 0.5 credit. But since I want to add images, that brings the cost up to 1.5 credits. I launched the article, and so here we are with this article. Green manure, the secret to naturally boosting your soil. It gives me a little summary at the top. Then we move on to the article itself. I had asked it for a YouTube video. It went and found a corresponding YouTube video for me. It gives me the infographic just as I requested. I had also asked it for a realistic photo at one point. Here is the realistic photo that I asked it for. I asked it to add interactive widgets for me. It created this little seed calculator widget for green manure. It could have done something else, but there you go. That's what it made for me. It adds some interaction to the page, which is always interesting. I asked it for enhanced formatting, so it gives me this kind of thing. Little things like this with small stars or little tables or quotes that stand out like this. The expert tip. So it added the photos just as I asked. And that's it for our special Discover article, which can be published and has strong potential to rank on Google Discover. And I didn't show it, of course, my featured image just as I had requested.